Bonjour, it's Tavy Baisley from French Speak. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the learnings we had from the last event we held, where people come together for some conversation practice. So there's always all levels, beginners, intermediate and advanced, and this is the list from all the different levels. Numéro 1. Someone said a new word to someone else at a table, and they didn't want to stop and say, how is that spelled? Because they had their pen and paper and they wanted to quickly write it down so that they'd know it for next time. So they were stuck with the question, how is it spelled? In French it's comment ça s'écrit or comment ça s'appelle. Comment ça s'écrit? How is it written? Comment ça s'appelle? How is it spelled? Numéro 2, we had someone ask, how do I say any time? Do you know? It's n'importe quand. N'importe quand. So that's number 2. Then we were talking about shopping, and I forget which shop we were talking about, but we were comparing shops in Australia and shops in France, and we were talking about the product range, la gamme de produits. La gamme de produits. Then over at the beginners table, someone was saying, I know how to say I would like, je voudrais. I learned that a long time ago. I don't know how to use it for any other person who would like. How would we say if I'm traveling with my husband and my kids, we would like? So if je voudrais is I would like, that's the conditional present. And you might not need to know that at this point. Just know that that's a nice, polite way to ask for something. I would like, je voudrais. And that the plural of that, if you're saying myself and a few people, is nous voudrions. We would like. Nous voudrions. Then we had someone hearing a word and said, oh, I like that one. It sounds good. Ça sonne bien. It's got a good ring to it. Ça sonne bien. Sonner is our verb. It's a nice ER verb. Another thing we were chatting about was asking people around why they were coming to practice their French and why, on top of taking lessons, they felt they needed to practice. And they said, every time I come, I feel I'm making less mistakes. And they weren't sure how to say that in French. So, moins d'erreurs. Moins de apostrophe, d apostrophe, erreur is the word for mistakes. Moins d'erreurs is less mistakes. I'm following my list and making sure I'm covering them all. And then I overheard someone wanting to have some water ordered because we had our meetup in a coffee shop, and they wanted to get some water, but they didn't want sparkling water or bottled water. They just wanted tap water, and they weren't sure how to say that. How we say that in French is de l'eau, some water, de l'eau with an L apostrophe, de l'eau du robinet, from the tap. Du is from the, for a masculine word, and robinet, the tap. De l'eau du robinet. And that was tap water. It's a bit longer to say, isn't it? Then someone was telling us that they were moving house. They knew the word for move is bouger, or the verb for to move is bouger, B-O-U-G-E-R, but that's not how we say to move house. In French we have one word for to move, I'm moving, and one verb for to move house and belongings. That one that they needed that day was déménager. Déménager. And okay, this was another one. This was a good one. It's getting a little harder. Someone was saying, oh, that's good, c'est bien. C'est bien, that's good. Then someone wanted to comment, what's even better, it's better, and they got stuck with the better versus good. So c'est bien was it's good, c'est mieux, mieux was it's better. So that's the one we had to add to our list. And finally, a more advanced learner wanted to work out, how would I say something as convoluted as I would have liked to go, or I would have liked to have gone to Paris, for example. The complication comes from the English, not so much the French. In French, we'll use I would have liked and identify that tense, and then the rest is just the infinitive. So whether you say to go or to have gone, it's still going to be the same. So the bit we're focusing on is I would have liked. If you hear yourself say would, you're already in the conditional mode. And then if it's a present thing after it, like I would like, it's present, but it can also be past. I would have liked. So here we're trying to conjugate the conditional past, which you may or may not have seen, but it sounds like this. J'aurais aimé, and then whatever verb. I would have liked anything. J'aurais aimé manger. J'aurais aimé dormir. J'aurais aimé aller à Paris was the example we were using. So they were the ones that we put together on that list. That's my top 10 learnings from this event. I'll see you in the next video. Au revoir.